This way, the two strikers. Abubakar. And Kloof. You haven't seen too much of the ball in this match, but composed figure. Goalkeeper. Teams must be asking now, more of the same. What do they want from the game? Nigeria, arguably, no disrespect to Mozambique, Nigeria have the easier final group game. And Mozambique, and here come the substitutions. Nigeria making the first move. Double substitution. Coming off, Solomon Lawal. Coming on, centre forward, Adams. Now that is not a like-for-like substitution. Lawal, more of an attacking midfielder. Adams, centre forward. Statement of intent by Nigeria with their coach, Nathan Bosso. Just wait for what position Adams takes up. He got cleared in the end by Reda. I expect Adams to go into a central position. Indeed, there he is. See him. Just on the ball now, making his presence felt. It's a good first contribution, you've got to say. Lamilican Adams is his football. The Remo Stars FC. Great name for a team. Nigeria, see the tactic. They're looking to release their wings. Number 15, and we didn't get a graphic on, that's Jude Sunday. That's the man who's taken up the right wing position. And if that's a like for like, then he'll have come on for Aliru Seki. In confirmation of that, as and when. Yeah, indeed it is. Jude Sunday, he's come on for Aliru Seki. How will those first two substitutions of this game mix things up? That is very much a like for like. One right winger for another. He also came on as a substitute in the first game, albeit earlier. Abalaka did his job well there. That's all he could do. Get up the body strength. That was a pretty forceful challenge. Hoiked into the Cairo air. Shaky defending. Can he capitalise? Maybe they can. Good stop by the goalkeeper to deny Nazar. But that's all about good defensive positioning by the goalkeeper. Top marks and Yabuzo. Nazar. His best chance of the game, Egypt's best chance. Pouncing on the half chance. Goalkeeper, unorthodox save it might be. Was it with his legs or his backside? No matter. He did his job. From Nigeria. Forced back by Omar Fayed. Spread out wide to Sunday. Good shot, good block. Big clearance. Mazar, the only striker for Egypt. Every other red shirt back in defence. At least in the defensive half. Sunday. Looks lively. The 18-year-old, he plays his football at Real Sapphire. So you expect him to sparkle. Now it's time. Substitutes for the Egyptians. Omar El Sa'i comes on for Reda. Now the Egypt have to defend. Good effort. Terrific shot. Maybe the best of the afternoon by Mohammed. Good first touch. Pull the trigger. The goalkeeper, he guessed correctly. But did he have his near post covered? So maybe it didn't matter. Shot just off target. The power generated there by Mohammed. That's one for the Egypt defence to watch out for. Reda just been substituted, of course, and here come Egypt. They may yet get the goal here. Another brilliant save. Terrific stop. Anya Bozo, twice in as many minutes. He has saved his team. Sunday. Loves to run at defenders. Cuts inside. Gets the return ball. Will he go all the way? Fell over in the penalty area. No appeals or protests. Good upper body strength. How many times have we said that today? Awad. It's a great ball in. Nobody there. Well, Egypt, they've thrown caution to the wind. Here's a golden chance. If anything, the ball just seemed to get stuck under Khalil's feet. Had to dig it out, and as a result, couldn't get any pace or power on his shot. End-to-end action. Had to get that right, did good up. The substitute. And that is not a like for like. El Sa'i, very much forward. He's off for the fullback, Reda. Sunday, really enjoying himself since he came on. This idea, gets the ball back. Too much pace, both him and the ball. This a golden opportunity for Strike Force. That was Mazar's last contribution to the game. I wonder, had he scored that, would he have been taken off? That was the moment they believed. But alas, no. Ball falls kindly to Sunday. Little chip over the top, that's an excellent ball. Whistle's gone though. Looks pretty sure, does Pascal, in Munzigo, of the attacker, and when the ball's played. Halfway through the second 45 minutes. Still, no goals. Neither team able to break the deadlock, despite bringing on 2 substitutions apiece. Nigeria playing with a lot more confidence than the start of the game. No hesitation, more conviction. It's Sunday. Got an overlap, he's been dispossessed. The second chance though. It's Saeed. Not surprisingly, Egypt about to break another substitution. Double substitution it looks like as well. But we had time for the first 2 substitutes to make their mark. On a kick for Egypt to defend. Nigeria, no corners in the first half, so this is an improvement already. Oh, 1-0! My word! What a goal! An absolute bullet header! There was no stopping that. Abalaka! And he makes a beeline to his coach, Leighton Bosso. That's great to see. For goodness me, you needed good eyesight to see that header. I doubt whether the goalkeeper even saw it. Mustafa Malouf, he looks distressed. The corner, superbly flighted. Wonderful. He didn't even tense his head that much. It's all about the timing. Flies into the roof of the net. And credit as well to Aminu, the 18-year-old, with the corner kick. And would you believe it, Omar Fayed, who's been a colossal tower of strength in the air, beaten to the header on that occasion. And now panic stations for the host Egypt. If they lose now, if the scoreline stays the same, they will have just 1 point from their opening 2 games. And they'll face a team, Senegal, already qualified for the quarter-final. Good interception by Frederick. Egypt have got to play with urgency, but without panic. Okay, sense of urgency there. It's Kamal. Trying to take it short. Way too much on that. It's a pity. 2 midfielders, Hani and Handy, combining. Good foot in. Saeed dispossessed. His face tells a story. He's only just come on. More substitutions. Rashdan. And Hawash. Rashdan started the first game against Mozambique. Khalil and Hamdi, the 2 men making way. More substitutes on for Egypt. Desperation by Rashdan, going for goal, that was never on. Egypt have got to take chances now. It's one defender left at the back. Nicely floated pass, that's one for Sunday to chase. No, he will. Awash. Another substitute is Saeed. Another substitute, Rashdan. So well the substitutes combine. That's a lovely through ball. And the back pass. Lovely cut back. Bundled over. Three. We're near the incident. It's further upfield. Anticipating the pass. Whistle's gone. Sure the Egyptians realise. Free kick to them. Well, Rashdan played in central defence. The opening game, a draw with Mozambique. Here, he's replaced striker Khalil, taking up a position in midfield. Think of that what you will. Awash. Nicely done. Cheeky little nutmeg. No defender would like seeing that done to them. Valaka. He's got a goal. The scoreline stays the same. On the final whistle, he won't care about that. Corner kick. And the goal came for Nigeria. Their turn to defend. Bayed up in attack. Using his considerable body strength. Awash. Just under 14 minutes left. 13 even. The clock's ticking down on Egypt. Do all the calculations they want, the fans can, and maybe their coach, the players, obviously, they don't have time to. But an equaliser will make their task in that final game all the easier. It won't be simple either, playing against Senegal. Senegal could field a weaker side now that they're through already. Egypt have been physical all game. Nigerians complaining about that challenge on June Sunday. Referee not interested. Man Rwanda, Jean-Claude Shingwe. Another corner taken short. Back again. That didn't pay off at all. Almost trying to be too clever there. Eshu, the player, ruled offside. But he's not. They realise that as well. "12 minutes to go. Nigeria. Now no. Best form of defence is attack. That's a hopeful ball. You got to say, very well dealt with. Cool header by El Said. Again, using his weight. Ahmed Kamal. Fellow number 10, tidying up is Aminu. Good energy levels here. Good interception. Fayed's control there was exceptional. Killed the ball dead. It's That sense of urgency I was telling you, maybe a little bit too much. More speed, less haste. But look at that. Rashdan absolutely furious with this man. El Said. Thought he was too casual and complacent. Nigeria taking their time with a throw-in. Optong, Adams. Fayed drops his shoulder, buys himself time and space. It's just control. That's a lovely flick. A little bit of space for El Said. Took his time, took too long in fact. They believed for a split second that they were in. Lovely flick by the captain Adebes. Took 3 touches. Maybe he could have done it with 2. And Joko, well, he's beating the pitch. Frustration. The bad gash. That was his shin guard. Players taking a well-earned break. There's a spot of cramp. And it's the man who's made this lunge. Look at that header. It's perfect, just out of the reach of the goalkeeper, Maklouf. I'm sure the Goalkeepers Federation would say he could have perhaps got a hand to it. But the speed at which it came to him, I'm not so sure. Solid header. What a precious goal that could prove to be. Nigeria will give them 3 points. As I say, going into the final group game, their final group game against Paper, the weaker opposition. The football, it's a funny old game, you never know. Mozambique, they may want to go out style. It's 1 game to their name. That'll be the same as Egypt if the scoreline stays the same. Just over 8 minutes to play. What can Egypt do to get back level? Debes. El Said caught late. Referee had played his advantage. Sunday the target. Well read, Fayed. Seems to be playing farther forward. Rashdan. Settle in front of him. Another substitute, Hawash. Rashdan. Good ball. Just a little bit too much on it. Ah, got to feel for them. You know how he feels. Hamid Kamal just couldn't keep the ball in play. Rashdan. Rashdan plays it Al Khalid. Relatively new, signed from Wadi Degla last October. The Egyptians, it's not being altruistic or nice guys. They want the player up to get on with the game. Adams taking his time. I wonder, is that genuine indecision or are they cleverly counting down the clock? I'm being a bit cynical. Hopeful ball up forward. Falls to Jude Sunday. Goes to the wing. Lovely, lovely. A bit of fatigue there by Aminu. Mohamed can't win the ball back. And Egypt go long again. The captain, Daniel Bameyu. Sunday, that's a foul. Definite foul. He got lucky there. Rushdown, a combination of frustration and aggression. In the first place, it's a foul by Abubakar. There, that push. And then Rushdown wraps his arm around his head, brings him down in almost a wrestling catch move. You just cannot raise your hands to a player's head, an opponent's head, because maybe that's what they were hoping for. And as a result, they'll stay down. The clock ticks down. Just over 5 minutes left. Second half, it's been open, maybe more open than the first 45, but the rhythm has been pretty much stop-start, very staccato. Here's another substitution. Off goes Majed Hani, and he's replaced by Youssef Mohamed. Last throw of the dice in terms of substitutions by Egypt's coach Mahmoud Gaber. Can Youssef Mohamed be the man, the game changer, the man who saves his nation's skin, gets them back on level terms? Here he is on the ball, Mohamed, double marked, appeals for a penalty. Mohamed rolls and writhes in the agony in the 6-yard box. Nothing doing, says the ref. Fayed stabs the ball forward. Poked clear to safety by Jude Sunday. You cannot take your eyes off this match. So much at stake. The hopes of a nation. Too close, and it's a good save by the goalkeeper. Aniaboso. Been impressive. Crucial challenge. Well, he took the ball first. It's a sliding tackle. It's risky, you've got to say, by the captain, Daniel Bamayi. But he was helping out his fullback, Agustino Njoku, and he just about did enough. Under 4 minutes to go. That's a foul. Referee caught it under the corner of his eye. Egypt players move forward. Two more substitutes. Nigeria. Jonathan will replace Aminu. As for Owuche, referee's assistant. What is Agini?
Nicholas John. تبديل لمنتخب نيجيريا اللاعب رقم 10 محمد أمينو يترك الملعب للاعب رقم 8
Jonathan for Mohamed Aminu. We've got that. Owuche, midfielder. Defender, I should say. Apello Owuche. Abubakar hobbling off, and we see the man that Owuche is coming on for. No, it's Abubakar. Indeed it is. Took us a while to get there because it took a while for Abubakar to leave the pitch, and here come Egypt into the final 2 minutes of regulation time. The single goal by Solomon Agbalaka. The difference between these two sides. Decides to let the ball go out of play. Quick ball, good work by the ball boys. Forced all the way back. And Debes, the captain, hoists one in, plucked out of the Cairo air by Anyaboso. Not surprisingly, he stays down. Desperation on the bench now for the Egyptian substitutes. Nothing they could do. They've done their bit. Final chance now. Look at that. Cramp kicks in. After missing his header, didn't have the energy to chase down the ball. Did Abdul Gouda. Luckily his goalkeeper was alive to the danger. Maklouf. We're into the final minutes. We're into the last 30 seconds of regulation time. Can the Pharaohs rise? The referee didn't see it, but he saw the Nigerian player on the deck. Eshu threw himself in rashly. In the end, it was the second challenge. The referee deemed worthy of the free kick by El Said. 5 minutes additional time. 5 minutes long. I figured it would be a lot longer than what we had at the end of the first half. That was just a minute. And that's often the case with matches, especially at international level. Remember the World Cup finals? Often you'd see matches with 10 minutes of stoppage time added on. Here we've got 5. Nervous defending by the goal scorer, Solomon Abalaka. Now has he pulled something? Is that just more cramp? That's a push. It's not a nasty push by Eshu, but a push it definitely is. Is Abalaka making the most of it? And he plays at Broad City. He had a pretty good game as it was, but after scoring that goal to break the deadlock on 70 minutes, he will be a hero, and they will be dancing on the streets of Lagos, Abuja, all the big cities in Nigeria. Appeals for handball, but it's not. Certainly isn't. The same player, Ogbelu, the thumping header out. Rashdan, not in two minds, or rather short of options, I should say. Hawash wins the free kick. The battle of the number 8s. Nicola Jonathan substitutes tangling. Once again, and Yaboso stays down. The fact we've only seen one yellow card over what, 93 minutes now, shows that the game, whilst it's been very physical, has been fair. In come Egypt. Goodness me, so close to the substitute, Hamed Kamal. This will be Nigeria's 5th final substitute coming on. Chegbu replacing Mohammed. Had a good game, certainly in the first half. But you can see the way he's moving gingerly there. He's run his socks off, has Mohammed. That of course helps to count down the clock. 90 seconds left. That's a good challenge. Well, it's a good take. It's a clumsy challenge by Hawash. Goalkeeper, and Yaboso may not have appreciated it. Well, that's just nasty. That's worthy of a yellow card. Adams just got one for time wasting. That's just spiteful by the number 8, Hawash. It was ambitious, but it backfired because it's given Nigeria the ball. Can they make it count? This to kill the game. Adams takes his time, took too long. My oh my, golden opportunity there. Should have shot first time. Seemed to take an age. That was a substitute. The man who's just come on. Emmanuel Luchebu.
Come on, go.
Jude Sunday. He's moved to the left wing. Looking for a 1-2, and he gets it. Free kick goes to Egypt. The 5 minutes of additional time is up. The Nigerian bench look at their watch. Apart from the coach, he knows it's pointless. But there's the final whistle. Nigeria has beaten Egypt. The Flying Eagles drop to the ground. They kiss the pitch. Joy. Oh, agony and ecstasy here at full time. Agony for the hosts Egypt. Ecstasy for Nigeria. Nigeria pick up their first points of this Group A. Egypt still looking for their first win. Nigeria have done it. Such a tight game. It really could have gone either way. In the end, it was a moment of magic from a set piece. A bullet header by Solomon Abalaka, which did for Egypt. Back to the drawing board for them. That's good team spirit. One of the substitutes picking Hamed Ishu up and telling him it's not over yet. Get up and get on with it. Salute your fans. Possession, not surprising. You know it was Egypt who dominated it.
All right, that's the end of the game. The Nigerian team have beaten Egypt by a lone goal. The stats coming through there. And Ibikule, in terms of the actual statistics, it's not like they improved. But look, this is what the table looks like now. The Senegalese are in control, but Nigeria now have got their first points at this championships. So they step up to second. Egypt now in lots of trouble.
Yeah, well, first of all, I got the prediction right. I said 1-0, right? And it's a very good one. You know, they had to come into the game. They needed the win. They got the win. Puts them in a very good position going into the last game. As you can see, the table, they're second now. It starts, even though they didn't get so much possession. But it was the Egyptians
they were a lot more efficient.
Definitely, they were better in the second half. Like I said, Olamilekan Adams came in, changed the game. Ladamboso took out the Saki on the right side and brought in Sunday, like I said earlier. And these guys, you know, they changed the game. They were calmer on the ball. They moved the ball better. But fortunately for us, the goal came from a set piece and from a defender, from a very, very unlikely source. But it was a very good win. It was a good game. All they needed was the win, and they got the win. That was very fantastic. And, you know, it just eases the pressure on them going into the last game against Mozambique. All they need now is to just get a draw. All
right, so let's just quickly look at those stats. Very, very important. The Egyptians still edged it 57-42, but the Nigerian team more important. Total attempts 14-8. The Egyptians edging that. On target, though. And this was one key thing you said, was the fact that these Egyptians, the ratio of attempts to getting them on target was not the best. And the Nigerians, obviously, the more efficient.
Yeah, well, we're the more. Saw their game against Mozambique. They kept on playing, they kept on, you know, doing everything right, but they just failed to hit the target. And it was so obvious today again. As you can rightly see, they had 14 attempts and they had just 2 on target, while we had 8 and had 3 on target. And that's just the most important thing. Trouble the goalkeeper.
They did create some chances in that second half, the Egyptians. Yeah. There were moments where you felt like this was a really good chance. I thought it was in.
I thought it was in too, but what a brilliant save from Chinoso, the goalkeeper. And, you know, he's the standing goalkeeper. He didn't play the first game. Came in and gave a very good account of himself.
Nigeria also created theirs.
You could see this from Ibrahim, almost got us the first goal. But this was a big chance for me from the Egyptians. They should have taken this opportunity. I still don't understand how he missed this.
Maybe too many touches.
Definitely, you should have just put this in the bottom left corner. But you know, it was good for us anyways. But
See the reaction, and this was the goal.
This was the goal. It was a brilliant header from the defender Agbalaka. It was. You could see his jubilation, ecstatic, very happy. You know, went straight down to the touchline to Ladan Boso. It was a thumping header.
That's another conversation around zonal marking and man for man.
Definitely, but
that was zonal marking.
It was zonal marking, but the problem is, you know, the zonal marking gives you the opportunity to clear the ball before it comes into the box. But if you had gone for man, it could result into something else. But you know, it was just our day. You know, we took our chances and they didn't take theirs. And
a couple of hand-to-mouth moments, but to be honest, they really didn't look under that much of pressure, the Flying Eagles, after they took the lead.
Yeah, you know, like I said earlier, the Egyptians, they love playing with the ball, and I felt like we could have gotten one or two more if Adams and the substitute, you know, they took their chances towards the end of the game. We had more space to run into. We had more time. If they were just calmer in front of goal, we could have maybe made it 2-0 or 3-0.
All right, so in case you're just joining us, the Flying Eagles picked up their first win at the Under-20 Africa Cup of Nations Egypt. The host team by us to third, because Nigeria have gone into second spot, and they've set themselves very nicely, because you get the feeling that one more point and they're as good as into the next round.
Yeah, all we need against Mozambique is just a point. And all respect to Mozambique, they look like they are the lesser team in the group. You know, drew Egypt, lost 3-0 to Senegal, and now all the Flying Eagles need to do is just, you know, go into that game. Now they are confident. The win gives them the confidence. Go into the game, get a result, go on to the next stage. And you know, from there you build on that until you get to, you know, the promised land, and, you know, securing that ticket to the FIFA World Cup later in the year.
But for the record, that's the table on the screen: Senegal, Nigeria, Egypt, and Mozambique in that order. So the Nigerians now have a neutral goal difference. It scored 1 and conceded 1.
Well, it's a very good position for us, right? Because, you know, we lost our first game against Senegal, and this game was very important, playing against the host in an hostile condition. You know, that's the goal scorer Agbalaka there. It was brilliant all-round performance for them. They were solid defensively. Like I said, in the first half, they gave Egypt so many chances. But in the second half, they worked on that, closed the spaces, played the ball down to the wings more, you know, used their strikers more. And it was all-round tactical nuance from Ladan Boso. I had to give that to him.
All right, so let's wrap up all of today's action from the Under-20 Africa Cup of Nations, starting for the matches today, where Senegal defeated Mozambique in the first game of Group A. They won that one by 3 goals to 0, and then Nigeria defeated Egypt by a lone goal. The games for tomorrow, remember, they are also live here on the station Afro Sport. The Central African Republic up against Sudan, and there's Congo up against Uganda. So that is the much we can take as far as the coverage of the Under-20 Africa Cup of Nations is concerned. Great to have you. You were very confident Nigeria were going to win 1-0.
I was, and I knew it was going to be 1-0. Like I told you, it was going to be 1-0.
All right, thank you very much for coming through. My name is Tolu Shotade. For everyone who's watched from home and whatever channel you've watched from, we continue to cover all the games of the Africa Under-20 Nations Cup here on Afro Sport TV. My name is Tolu Shotade. Thank you very much for your time. We'll see you on the next coverage tomorrow.
Àsìkò yìí ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi nílé lóko lódò mi rò pé anybody máa wà lóko àbí lódò orúkọ mi kò yí padà Bísí Ìbídàpọ̀ Òbí tí gbogbo yín mọ̀ sí Bísí.